Namaste students, I JVN Dr. L.K. Sharma, Professor Jyoti Vidyapet Women's University Jaipur. Today our topic is Lok Sabha composition, power and function. Article 79 of the Constitution of India deals with the constitution of the Parliament. Article 81 of the Constitution of India deals with the composition of the House of People. The House of People is popularly known as Lok Sabha. It is the lower and powerful house of the Union Parliament. It represents the people of India. It is directly elected by all the people. It is fully democratic, representative and national house. Composition of Lok Sabha. The present membership of Lok Sabha is 545. Out of these, 530 are elected by the people of all Indian states and 13 by the people of the Union Territories. The President nominates 2 members of the Anglo-Indian community to the Lok Sabha. Method of election of members of Lok Sabha. The members of Lok Sabha are elected on the basis of the following principles. First one, universal adult franchise. Every citizen who has attained the age of 18 years has a right to vote in election to the Lok Sabha. Reservation of seats for SC and STs. Some constituencies are reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. These are called as a reserved constituencies. Presently, 131 seats stand reserved, 84 for the SC categories and 47 for the ST categories. Single member territorial constituencies. The whole country is divided into many territorial constituencies as in the number of the member of the Lok Sabha to be elected. From each constituency, one MP is elected. Secret ballot system. The member of the Lok Sabha is elected by secret ballot and no one knows his voting decision. Now EVM are used in recording votes. Direct election and simple majority victory system. In this system, all the members of the Lok Sabha are directly elected by the peoples. Any voter can cast his votes to elect any candidate of his choice from his constituencies. Qualification for the member of Lok Sabha. Article 84 of the Constitution of India deals with the qualification of the member of Parliament. He must be a citizen of India. He should not be less than age of 25 years. He should not hold any office of profit in the government. He should not have any unsound mind or be a bankrupt. He should not be declared offender of a grave crime by any court. He should possess all the qualification prescribed by the Parliament. Now, tenure of the Lok Sabha. Article 83(2) of the Constitution of India states that the normal tenure of the Lok Sabha is 5 years. The term can be extended for 1 year during an emergency, but fresh elections to the Lok Sabha must be held within 6 months of the end of the emergency. Sessions of the Lok Sabha. Article 85 of the Constitution deal with the session of Parliament, prorogation and dissolution. The President can call the sessions of Parliament at any time, but the gap between the two meetings of the Parliament cannot be more than 6 months. It means in a 1 year, a minimum of 2 sessions of the Lok Sabha are essential. Quorum of the Lok Sabha. For the meeting of the Lok Sabha, the presence of at least 1/10 of its total member is essential. If 1/10 of the members are not present in the meeting of Lok Sabha, the Speaker of House can adjourn the meeting of Lok Sabha due to lack of quorum. This means that at least 55 members shall be presented in Lok Sabha at a time of his proceeding. Presiding officers of Lok Sabha, Speaker and Deputy Speaker. The Speaker is the chairman and presiding officer of the Lok Sabha. In its very first meeting, every new Lok Sabha elects one of its members as a Speaker and another one as a Deputy Speaker. The Speaker presides over the meeting of the Lok Sabha, conducts his proceedings and maintains discipline and decorum in the House. His authority is supreme in the House. He acts as a neutral chairman in House. In the absence of these functions are performed by the Deputy Speakers. Privileges to the members of Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha MP enjoys several privileges. They enjoy unrestricted freedom to express their views in the houses. No action can be taken against them for anything said by them in the house. They cannot be detained for any civil offence during and 40 days before and after of the session of the Lok Sabha. Their arrest in criminal cases can be made only after the Speaker has been informed of it. Powers and functions of the Lok Sabha. Legislative power of the Lok Sabha. An ordinary bill can be law only after it has been passed by both the houses of the parliament. It can be introduced either in the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. When a bill is introduced and passed by the Lok Sabha, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha. After it has secured the approval of Rajya Sabha, it goes to the President for his signature. After this, it becomes an law. Although the ordinary bills can be introduced in either houses of the parliament, almost 90% of the bills are actually introduced into the Lok Sabha. In case the Rajya Sabha rejected a bill passed by the Lok Sabha and returns it with or without some amendments, the Lok Sabha reconsider the bill. If the Lok Sabha repasses it, the Rajya Sabha is still not prepared to pass it, a deadlock occurs. In this deadlock remains unresolved for 6 months, the President summons a joint sitting of both the houses. The decisions of the joint sitting is accepted by both the houses. Executive power of the Lok Sabha. For all its work, the Council of Ministers is collectively responsible before the Lok Sabha. The leader of majority in the Lok Sabha becomes Prime Minister. Most of the ministers from the Lok Sabha, the minister remain in office so long as they enjoy the confidence of majority in the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha can remove ministry from office by passing a vote of no confidence against it. Thus, the life and death of the ministry depends upon the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha maintains a continuous control over the Council of Ministers. MP can ask a question from minister about their policies and activities of administration. They can criticize their policies. They can move and adopt several types of resolutions and motions like adjournment motions, call attention motions, censure motions and no confidence motions, and can reject any bill of the government. Now, financial powers of the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha has a vast financial power. A money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, Article 112 of the Constitution of India. After having passed by it, the money bill goes to the Rajya Sabha. Such bill can be delayed by the Rajya Sabha for a maximum period of 14 days. If Rajya Sabha fails to pass a money bill and 14 days elapse from the date of submission to the bill, the money bill is deemed to have been passed by both the houses of parliament. It is sent to the president for his signature. Now, judicial power of the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha also performs some judicial functions. The impeachment proceedings can be taken up against the president either in the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha. The president can be removed from office only when an impeachment resolution is adopted by each of the houses with the 2/3 majority of its member. The Lok Sabha also investigates the charges prepared by the Rajya Sabha against Vice President of India. The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha can together pass a resolution for the removal of any judges of the Supreme Court or of a state high court. Both the houses can jointly pass a special address and present it to the President for the removal of some higher officers of the state like Attorney General of India, Chief Election Commissioner and the Comptroller and Auditor General of India. Next, electoral functions. The Lok Sabha also performs some electoral functions. The elected members of Lok Sabha take part in the election of President. Members of the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha together elect the Vice President of India. The members of the Lok Sabha also elect a Speaker and Deputy Speaker from amongst themselves. Some other powers of the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha jointly perform the following functions: approval of the ordinance issued by the President, change of the boundary of the state, creation of new state, change in the name of any state, changes in the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court and higher courts, changes the qualification of the member of the parliament and state legislature, revising the salary and allowances of the member of parliament, setting up of joint public service commission for 2 or more states, passing of a resolution for abolishing or creating the upper chamber of the state legislature, approval of a declaration of emergency under Article 352, 356 and 360. Now, position of the Lok Sabha. After studying the power and functions of Lok Sabha, we can say that Lok Sabha is a very powerful house. Council of Ministers is responsible to the Lok Sabha and not to the Rajya Sabha. It remains in office so long as it enjoys the confidence of majority in the Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha has full control over the finances of the state. It dominates ordinary law-making bills as nearly 90% of the bills are introduced in it. The joint sitting method of resolving the deadlocks between the two houses tends to favor the Lok Sabha. It also controls the executive. The leader of the majority in the Lok Sabha becomes a prime minister. Lok Sabha can cause the dismissal of the Council of Ministers by passing a vote of no confidence or rejecting by a policy or law of the government. Hence, the Lok Sabha is a very powerful house of the parliament. Thank you.